Go!
Go lo 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 lo.
Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen,
Woo!
children of all ages?
Ooh.
We
Boys and
are.
girls?
Well, I missed that part, but whatever.
It's
We are
alright.
your brothers in arms, ladies and gentlemen. This is our weekly podcast slash Twitch stream slash chance that we get to talk. I'll be honest, folks. The guy in the middle, Greg, who you haven't seen in 2 weeks because he's been. How's that new phone, by the way? Or do we want to get into that later?
Uh, I'll give you. We'll do a review on it this evening.
That sounds good, man.
That'll be part of tonight's chat.
Okay, sweet. Well, the good-looking guy in the middle of us, the non-facial
Ooh.
haired. Yeah, look at you, man.
You are not full screened, brother.
I am
Who,
not.
me? No.
Oh, you can see everything.
Yeah.
Sweet. Uh, Full screen. How about now?
Uh,
It'll
yeah,
catch.
now there we
It'll
go.
catch up just a sec.
We got you.
What is that? I'm so confused. What does that mean?
So I was streaming.
We got it. We're good.
I was streaming the whole page of Discord. I wasn't streaming just our faces as I usually do. So
Oh, that's kind of cool.
thanks for the heads up there, Alex.
Welcome.
But we are your brothers in arms, and this is podcast or episode 21.
21.
Is it seriously that many episodes now?
Yeah,
Fellas, we're
Oh
officially
my
legal.
gosh.
we
Oh
have
my
that many.
gosh. 21 episodes.
And
Yeah, 21.
the really
That's
cool
amazing.
part is, I was looking at our dashboard the other day with
Mhm.
with where our podcasts are hosted, and we've got roughly 630 some odd specific downloads of our podcasts, and so they're averaging out about 30 a pop. So, for our 30 faithfuls, thank you.
Thank you.
We truly appreciate you.
Hey, we got 30 people that listen to us on a regular basis. It's all family, but
You know what? If this is their way of catching up with us, then by all means, rock and roll.
It
so
works.
I'm down.
Yeah, absolutely.
That, and I hope they find it. I mean, we find it entertaining. I'm personally, I laugh. You know, that's half the fun of this.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah.
getting a good laugh.
absolutely. So, Greg, you got some background ambient lights flickering. What you watching?
It was on. I haven't really turned it off yet, but it's actually Have you guys seen Freud yet?
Freud?
Freud, Netflix.
No.
Yeah. So Netflix original. It was actually recorded in Germany.
Hmm.
So, and then released here in the States. Like, it was recorded for Netflix Germany,
Mhm.
and they brought it here to the States as well. Tried watching the English version. Not it. Y'all just y'all grew up with anime. Suck it up. Watch it in German with the subtitles. It's
Okay.
so much better.
Why is it just dubbed wrong, or
The dubbing is it's so jarring. It's bad.
well, German lips don't necessarily translate very well. So yeah, I could understand that.
No. This is weird.
What's that?
Trying to, I don't know. I'm bad with foreign languages. I was the one of us that took Latin.
Oh, I
Yeah,
took
that
Latin.
was
I took
that
2
was
years of
real
Latin.
smart.
I only
So
did French, so
I wish I
Yeah.
took French. I took French in college, and that's a hot language. It's really fun,
I
but
need to start learning it again.
not for you. Now,
I
I also had to take diction while I was in college.
Oh,
mhm.
that had to have been interesting.
Oh, it was fantastic. All the things that we massacre when we try to say foreign languages. Yeah, but then you got to write it out in phonetic form, and that's no fun.
Mm-mm.
So,
No.
yeah.
No, my hands hurt just thinking about that.
Yeah, writing things out phonetically. No, thank you. No, thank
I'm
you.
good. No,
So,
I skipped Spanish because I can't roll my R's. So yeah.
you know they've got a procedure. Well, they'll clip the bottom of your tongue. Yeah, yeah,
Nope,
yeah.
I'm good.
They've got a procedure that they'll clip the bottom of the tongue that'll enable you to roll your R's better.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good.
No.
absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Nope.
So
Not gonna happen.
Nope.
No.
there was actually a vocal performance teacher who suggested that to me while I was in my freshman year of college or university,
Nope.
excuse me. And they said, yeah, you just next time you go into the dentist, you tell them that you can do this, and or ask them to do this. They'll soften it up for you, and snip, Bob's your uncle, and roll them like Pablo. So,
Yeah, knowing my luck, it just make me look like Gene Simmons, and I'm good.
yeah,
I'm
good
good.
point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Mm.
So
No.
sweet. What you drinking, Alex?
Update available. No.
Same thing I always drink. Coke
Hold on,
Zero.
Coke
A little
Zero.
bit of vanilla
Yeah.
in it.
Oh, vanilla this time. Okay, you're not doing the orange anymore.
Nah.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's the
Yeah. It was on sale.
good. It's that
Fellas,
good Cokes.
I have fallen in love with Diet Dr Pepper cream soda.
Really?
Oh, gentlemen. Oh, do you like cream soda? That's the first question.
I do.
Okay, Alex.
I definitely do.
Okay, Diet Dr Pepper cream soda. Check it out. You,
Hmm.
I'm not steering you wrong. I promise. It's so good. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, it.
So
Go ahead. Go.
does it taste like an orange creamsicle, or is it just like the cream part of the cream soda?
There's no orange in it. It's just cream soda. So imagine like an A&W cream soda,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but with Dr Pepper overtones.
All right, I'm down.
It's sweet,
That
man.
sounds good.
It's very good, and I rock it in a diet form. Now the original's probably pretty good too, but I prefer the diet. It's stellar, man. It's good stuff.
Can you find it at the regular grocery stores, or is this something
Yes.
kind of new?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and you can probably find it at your uh, those fancy gas stations you have in your area, Greg.
Mm.
The ones that do the hot sandwiches and all that jazz.
Oh yeah. Well, that's every gas station in the area.
Well, you can probably find them in just about every gas station. Then it's good
Welcome
stuff.
to New York.
Yep.
Oh,
Mm.
not right now. Half of them, like they're half empty because no one's gotta love coronavirus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I found toilet paper earlier this weekend.
Did you
Hey,
now?
You
Mhm.
deserve
Good for
experience
you.
points. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was only a 9-pack or a 6-pack, but still.
Achievement. Achievement
Yeah.
unlocked.
Hmm. Yeah, I found it at the Air Force Exchange of all places.
There's a meme or a joke in there somewhere. I'm not gonna touch it.
No. You know how we have like the personnel exchange, the Navy exchange? Well, the Air Force has their own exchange.
Why?
Mm.
Hmm.
Why?
And technically, I live closer to that than I do to actual base. But
Is that the one we went to that was huge, like a Walmart, or what was that one?
let's see.
It's the one that we ran into Corbett.
Oh no, that was in Norfolk. That was the Navy exchange.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
That's the biggest Navy exchange in the world.
That was in
That
Norfolk.
one's pretty
Yeah.
big.
Where I awkwardly tried to hug him. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. He was in
Yeah.
full, like Greg. He was in full uniform, and Alex and I were in there in civvies, and he knew who he was. He knew who we were. That was kind of cool. But
Mhm.
yeah, he was getting ready to ship out that next morning, I think.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and he was just like,
It was the younger Corbett. It wasn't the older Corbett. It wasn't Christian.
Oh,
It was Gabriel.
it was Gabe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Marines, Greg, did you ever meet Matt Hensel? He was a Florida boy. Maybe not.
Why does that name?
He's from Alabama, so your paths probably didn't cross. He wasn't musical, but he was
Yeah,
a
but what do
Marine.
you?
He just finished his recruiting, and he just got restationed in Okie. And he was able to move his entire family over there during this whole coronavirus thing. So,
Yeah. So I just found him.
300. That's all I'm thinking.
yeah, that's it. That's the guy.
Okay.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where did he recruit out of?
Uh,
Not sure.
I want to say Georgia.
Mm.
Maybe.
Recruiting in
Huntsville?
Huntsville.
Okay. I was wrong. In Alabama.
Oh, hold on. This is about to get really, really weird. Hold on 1 second.
That's gonna get weird.
Yeah, because I'm about 99% sure I may have talked to him in a recruiting aspect and not having any idea that the two of us have mutual friends.
Huh.
Yeah.
Let's hold music, please.
What?
I'm dead serious. Because he was a recruiter down in Alabama.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
It's an interesting show you're watching there, G.
It is, in fact.
What is it? Oh, is it really loud?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Oh, here, we'll turn it down real quick.
All we hear is hey, hey,
Hey,
hey,
hey,
hey,
hey.
It's pretty wild. I'll have to rewatch this section.
That's all chat's talking about. They're like, "Who is chanting?" I said, "Netflix."
That's
Netflix is chanting.
Mind you, it's my wife in chat, so.
Ah.
Sergeant Lovo Najaro. Man, I really wonder if I talk to him.
That would be interesting. That would be very.
I don't have him saved in my Gov phone. But
oh, look at you, Mr. Fancy Two Phones.
Gov phone.
Oh gosh, no! You don't want this. You don't want this.
I had a secondary phone, but it was for my kettle workers.
Yeah, no, you don't want it. It's not worth it. It's a pain in the butt.
No
Mine was the command duty officer phone. I feel both of you.
I'll take one of those all day. Some crappy little flip phone that I can deal with phone calls. I'm fine with that.
Or is it legit like iPhone? What do you got?
It was an iPhone 7.
7.
Oh, that's
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I got my work phone is an S8, and then I think it's an S8. I'm pretty sure it's an S8. Let me double check. About phone. Yep. It's an S8, and then of course it's an S8.
That's where we are.
That's where we are.
It
happens.
Circle.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. It's just not badgers.
Yeah.
Badger. That still makes me laugh to no end.
What have you guys been able to do this week on the craziness that is COVID?
Absolutely. Oh, all right. I went. I'll go first. I did go to the grocery store.
Okay.
Made that happen.
Did you hunt and gather?
It was honestly how people are right now. Like it wasn't like jumping over people and grabbing stuff, and I didn't feel like I had to go in like guns blazing, swinging a war club, ready to fight my way out.
Hold on, if I can do this backwards. That's what I imagine Greg
That's
just
it right there.
charging into
Just
battle.
on
Shillelagh!
top of the cart, shillelagh overhead,
That's right.
swinging it in a circle,
Wearing a kilt.
just ready to rock and roll. I totally would do that.
Uh,
But no, it honestly it wasn't that bad. It was just I basically like I put on my headphones. I had my wireless headphones. I stuck them in my ears, and just like because everyone's like avoiding each other like the plague.
oh yeah.
You know.
Um,
Um,
so do you remember back the movie with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, Face
Face
Off?
off.
yeah.
And he gets the kid, and they're going through this monstrous fight scene, and he puts on headphones, and the kid is listening to Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Are you with me on that one?
I'm with you.
That's like, besides Nicolas Cage going his face off, besides that part, and oh well, in the choir scene, but that's a whole nother story. But this kid wearing these headphones going through this like massive gun scene, and all you're hearing is the "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." Just that's what I'm imagining Greg right now going through quarantine shopping, playing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," pushing his cart
Actually,
over to
actually, I was jamming out to. I had some techno going. That exactly. I
Yeah.
was blasting some techno straight into my ears. It was good. It was a lot of
Nice.
fun.
Good.
But yeah, no. So shopping. That was the only thing I did this week, other than work, which working is insane at this point. We literally just make phone calls. That's all we can do.
Yes, sir. I hear you, bub.
Yeah.
What about you, Alex?
I almost mugged an old lady for a 24 pack of toilet paper.
Did you get physical?
No,
Family show.
Yeah.
I said almost. So
Implied violence is still
I
violence.
I was entirely respectful. Okay, I've even told my wife this story, and she's not mad at me. So
Well,
you know,
that's good.
um, but I'm walking through the commissary, right? And Liz gave me a list of things so that she and Caroline could stay out in the car. Well, the truck, nice truck, by the way. And they're staying out there, and first thing on my list is toilet paper because the last thing I was able to find was from a Walmart neighborhood market. Was a 4 pack of 2-ply. Yeah.
That ain't it.
So I'm like, well, it's the Air Force commissary. They probably get restocked pretty often. It's early enough in the day. It's a Friday. Screw it. Let's go. So I start going through and I'm walking through and I'm looking at every aisle, going down. And then I finally find the toilet paper aisle. It is completely empty. I said, well, shoot. So I called my wife, said, hey, I couldn't find that. I'm going to keep looking around for other stuff. And then I'll be back out. I go back into the meat section and I swing a left. And there's this really nice old Filipino lady. She's pushing like a half cart. And sitting on the back of this half cart is a 24 pack of Cottonelle. So I walked up to her. I said, ma'am, I apologize. I could not find this in the store. Where did you get this? And you would not believe this lady just pretended she didn't know English and just like kept ignoring the crap out of me. And I'm like, nope, ma'am, you don't understand. I have 2 rolls of 2-ply left. Where did you get this in the store? Nothing. So I had to remove myself from the situation before I got even more upset. And then I finished the rest of my shopping and I went back up to the front and I checked out. And as I check out, I see one of the cashiers running across the front to this shopping cart that is laden with toilet paper in the front of the store. And I was like, okay, you have my attention. And she grabs a pack and runs back. And my cashier sees me notice and she goes, oh, do you need toilet paper or paper towels? We have these up here. I was like, I will take a pack, please. Yes, I need some. I have 2 rolls of 2-ply at home. She says, oh, yeah, yeah. She goes over and pulls one off and scans it up, and I went on my happy day. So I did not mug a probably 74-year-old Filipino lady for her 24 pack of Cottonelle, but I thought about it.
Yeah.
You came really close.
Oh man.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
You guys know me. Never mind. Never mind. Family show.
Family show. Family show.
Family show.
Family show.
Hmm.
So what about you, PT? What's your week been like? You guys aren't doing church in person anymore at this point, are you?
No, we're not doing church in person. We're doing everything online. And so,
Wow.
yeah, every night at 7 o'clock, we've been doing a Bible study with our people.
Okay.
And we get in the office around 9 o'clock, and I go immediately over to my store, which is closed, but my warehouse is still open. So I have people in there, I check on them, and I go over into our kitchen where we feed 3 meals a day. And we have shelter guests who are with us right now. We have quite a few in there. We're at to capacity right now, so we don't have any open beds. And I go in there, and because a lot of our volunteers are elderly, and or they're also health, where your immune system, they're
Immunocompromised.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. They've got that going on, and so they don't want to get out into the public. And so a lot of our volunteers who help us with those meals aren't available. So we'll go over, put on the hair nets and the gloves and the aprons, and help with getting the meals for one out, and then lunch, and eventually dinner. And we'll come home about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and feed our kids dinner, and then do Bible study at 7, and then somewhere in there we'll find some sleep. So we're looking at starting week 3 tomorrow, and just let the good times roll, man. So we had some beautiful weather this weekend, though, but I had to go to the doctor on Saturday because I've got an infection up here on the left side of my nose, and you would think I had COVID by the way they were treating me at the emergency care, or at the urgent care, excuse me. But no, I'm on some pretty good antibiotics right now, knocking it out of my system, and you can probably tell from the video I've got red on that side. But guys, yesterday this whole side, I felt like Phantom of the Opera going on. So it was rough.
Mask.
Yeah, I needed a mask, seriously, to cover up this whole section, but it's all good. Swelling's going down a little bit. It still hurts when I do the mask. But
you also sound hilarious when you do that.
So, but it's good. It's real good.
Good.
So
That's real good.
yeah, it's real good. So I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, a little bit here and there of Call of Duty with some friends, some church friends, and
Nice.
just trying to take care of the mental part as well, because getting worn down can happen very quickly when we're not careful. So
That's honestly, PT, that's the hardest part about this. Hands down.
yeah. So
Being
I mean,
away.
you're watching shows on Netflix and stuff like that, and that's good. I mean, that's your way of disconnecting from the garbage that is outside, or the struggles that are at work. But what else are you going to be able to do? I mean, what's your weather right now, G? You sent me a picture last week or the earlier the week where you had snow on the ground.
Yeah, we got a
What is up
snowstorm
with
in
that,
March.
man?
A little epic. So it's finally started to. It's above freezing now, but it's like barely above freezing. We're talking like between like high 30s, low 40s. Lots of rain. Alexa, what's the weather? Oh no, she didn't hear me. Alexa, what's the weather?
I heard thunderstorms.
Yeah, so 51 right now, low 40s with some thunderstorms.
We're at 66 up here in
Oh, Lord.
Parkersburg. Yeah. But we're going to get down to 55, 58 tomorrow. So we were up in the high 80s yesterday. 87. You believe that?
Yeah, I do.
Goodness.
Hold on. This
Nice.
house is automated too. Hey, Liz! What's the weather? She said, I don't know. Look out the window.
Perfect.
Oh, gosh, that was actually really funny.
That's awesome.
We have an Alexa. She just never gets plugged in for some reason.
I wonder why.
Well, I always end up having to charge something else, and I forget to plug her back in.
That'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Well, there's 3 of them in my house. And so, yeah. There was one day this week I asked the one in the living room the weather or something like that. And then she said, "Did you mean to talk to me?" I said your name, did I not? Whatever.
Oh,
That's funny.
Yeah, it's all
that's great.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, so what's the week look like, fellas? Anything crazy? Anything good?
Work.
Work.
Still working, brother.
Yeah.
We haven't stopped, man.
So you got phone calls you got to make.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. I'm not allowed to have
Roughly
my phone at work.
150 to 200 a day.
150 to 200 a day.
Yeah.
How do you fit that in?
That's all I do.
Greg, that's insane.
Do you just go down the yellow pages?
No, we have a program that has like that's how we make callbacks. We call people.
Wow.
But yeah, I call 150 to 200 people, make 150 phone calls a day.
And do you
close,
duplicate
I
those
try
phone
to.
calls?
I mean,
Like, do you accidentally or whatever call the same people multiple times in the week? Or I mean, I can't imagine Utica's that big.
I have so this year. I mean, to put in perspective, I probably have about 4,000 for this year. About 4,000 names,
Wow.
individual names and numbers, or just names on a list to try and reach out to.
Wow.
So most of the time, though, I reach out to other people, like basically like. So the easiest way to describe it would be like a friend of a friend, but it's like like my poolies. My kids are already in the late entry program, hitting them up to reach out and get reach out to them to get something, get someone else to
Right.
connect to.
Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. All right. Bless you, man.
And
I mean, you
Yoshi's
really gotta love to talk.
Yoshi's being and it's part of the reason why, like, the end of the day, I don't want.
You don't want to talk anymore. I got you. What about Yoshi?
Oh, he's just being a butt tonight.
Yeah.
That cat's a freaking ninja, dude.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
You did tell me that.
So have you tried the? It's probably so wrong of me and USPCA, not USPCA.
SPCA.
The SPCA.
SPCA. Don't call me out on this one, but have you tried the thing of cheese on the cat, towards the cat, and see how she?
Oh, you take the piece of cheese and you throw it and it smacks him on the face?
Yeah. That's right. You got cats too, Alex.
Yeah.
Have you tried said trick?
I've not
No.
tried said trick and thrown a piece of cheese at my cat.
Okay. What about cucumbers?
I haven't done the cucumber one either.
Yeah, the cucumber works.
You don't throw it at him. You just set it behind him.
Yeah, they think it's a snake and they go, ah!
So,
I feel like Yoshi just wouldn't. He wouldn't do well with like either of those. He would. I mean, he's a ninja, he hides in the house and he'll
He needs
wait
a
for you to come walking by.
So he can
bell.
get you?
Oh, he has a bell. I purposely gave him a bell with a collar with a bell on it,
Does
so
he
I
have,
can.
Yeah.
does he still have all his claws?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
No, he'll always have. I'll never
Yeah,
I will never do
Yeah.
that to a cat.
yeah. But he's neutered.
He is neutered.
Okay.
No, he got
Yeah.
we removed his boys.
Bob Barker says to spay and neuter your pets.
Yeah.
Well,
God
I
bless
mean,
him.
he was a stray, but more specifically to like the final kick. Um, he's he sprayed once in the house. Like
Done.
I'm like, nope. All right, we're getting this fixed now. And so I immediately scheduled an appointment with the vet and had the surgery done.
Yep. Ain't gonna happen, man. Ain't gonna happen.
So, but once once I had it done, he's fine. You know, haven't had any issues since. So
He's just a ninja.
He's just a ninja.
that and like don't leave chargers, like don't leave cords out. He's destroyed 3 of them now.
Wow.
Yeah, he loves charging cords, and he'll chew them to pieces.
While they're plugged in?
Oh yeah,
Oh gosh.
yeah, yeah. Zzz. But yeah, no, he'll
That's why
he'll
he does
shred
it. He wants to
he'll
charge.
shred cables.
Uh,
There's
oh,
another-
Patrick, chat saying you got quiet.
Who did?
Chat.
Oh, I'm right here. I
Oh,
backed
it's just my wife.
up. Okay.
So, yeah.
My bad.
That's
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up.
So, new phone.
New phone. Talk about it.
All right. So for those of you guys don't know, I got the S20 new.
S20.
Got the S20. I've had it now for, gosh, I don't know how many weeks. A couple. It's an Android. All right. So that's kind of the biggest thing. It's definitely it's a straightforward Android. Definitely has some features on it that I like. The fingerprint scanner, being on the front of the phone now is kind of nice. The new cameras are impressive. Say what? Oh, is yours on the front too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, no, cameras are pretty cool. It's got this new thing, they call it the single take.
The single take.
Yeah, so the way single take works is you take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can do it. So you take a picture
Hmm.
and when you do that, not only does it take a photo, just a regular photo, but it also takes a video. It does a custom, like, basically it just like it gives you a bunch of different options of like what that photo would look like, to include taking a video.
Mine
Sweet.
does that.
So yeah, it's kind of neat actually. So I mean, it's got some neat features in it. Battery life's on point. I mean, the UI is the same that you see in every other Android, Samsung phone. It plays with all my other Samsung stuff without a hitch, which is really nice. All in all, I'm impressed. I'm glad I went with the regular one. I didn't go with the bigger phone. I like that size.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really crazy about getting a giant phone. And then
What?
A
I really
phablet.
The 50 times zoom, man.
well, it's got 30. Like the 20 has a 30. The Ultra has the 100.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, which is obscene.
What do you need to see
You know, the
that far
moon,
away?
your neighbors, because you're not allowed to be within a couple feet of them in this day and age. Um,
The moon.
the moon.
The
But no, like honestly, definitely impressed. Very impressed with the phone.
Hmm.
Well, that's good to know. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So before you got on, Greg,
Mhm.
I saw something on Facebook and I was like, "What on earth is this?" And so I asked Alex before we started recording, "Dude, what is this Tiger King stuff?" So Greg, I assume you've heard of him.
I've heard of him. Haven't watched it yet.
You
Haven't.
haven't.
Nope.
Okay, well that makes two of us out of the three because Alex so far is, what'd you say, 4 episodes in,
Yeah, something like that.
something like that. And what's your honest opinion, my friend?
Oh, it's weird. It is so weird.
Oh boy.
So weird. So, um, let's see. So the main person, the Tiger King, if you will, his name is Joe Exotic, and the
Joe
best
Exotic.
Joe Exotic. His last name is actually something that I can't really pronounce, but he legally changed it to Joe Exotic. Um, he let's see. So if you were to the best way that I was given to explain it to him or explain him, there was a meme that popped up that said Joe Exotic is if you ordered Luke Bradley off of Wish.
I don't know who Luke Bradley is. I know what Wish is.
Uh, yeah, he's a kind of a more famous. I think I may have butchered his name, but he's a more famous country singer. But anyway, Joe Exotic owns roughly about, I think, close to 300 exotic animals that he keeps in this zoo in Oklahoma. It's Glenwood, Oklahoma. Um, and he has a menagerie of people that also work for him. They are, former felons, former drug dealers, all sorts of great individuals. And they run this, zoo essentially that houses all these tigers, and he's known all over the United States as the guy who brings out like tiger cubs and all sorts of other stuff to, let people play with them for a price, get pictures
Wow.
with them for a price. So, but the whole premise behind the show is that he's wanted, or he's in jail for attempting to hire a hitman to kill this girl named Carol Baskins, who operates something called the Big Cat Rescue, which is basically 177 big cats and exotic animals, also in cages in somewhere in Florida. And she is trying to end anyone else being able to have, cats in captivity. So,
My
yeah.
face hurts not just from the infection, but from the absurdity of this.
Well, it gets better.
Oh
It
my
gets better. So there's a conspiracy theory with Carol that she actually killed her ex-husband to inherit his millions, take over his wildlife sanctuary and make it into an actual sanctuary and not a zoo. And he's buried underneath the septic tank on her property. Yeah, Greg, I think you'd like it. Patrick, yeah, no. Well,
That sounds like a trash fire just waiting to happen.
oh, it's it's on fire and it's glorious.
Oh man.
He's currently. So I looked him up because I was like, what is this about?
Hmm.
He's currently in jail.
Is he
Yep.
really?
He's in jail for the next. He got sentenced to 23 years
Holy cow.
for what was it, like tax evasion,
Oh, of course, yeah.
and murder for hire, because he really did he tried putting out a hit on her.
Told you.
Wow.
Trying to get her killed.
Oh, that's nuts.
Hmm.
That's so crazy.
So-
And Netflix found this and picked it up.
Oh, yeah.
Yup. What's crazy here is like half the video from the show was actually just recorded by him.
Hmm.
You know, he he recorded all this stuff himself because he wanted to be like, the next big politician. Like he tried running for president and tried running for the governor of Oklahoma, and
All sorts of stuff.
Wow. With a name
So-
like Joe Exotic, let's go.
it's definitely up there for this must be seen.
Well, obviously, with this guy in prison, there's not new shows or another season going to be picked up after this garbage, right?
No, it's a one time. I think it's a one time deal.
Wow. How many episodes?
7.
Okay, so you're more than halfway through, homie. Bless you.
Quarantine, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vai con Dios, mi amigo.
Hmm.
Good.
Mhm.
I don't know what you just said, but
Nice.
thank you.
Oh, go with God.
I know.
Go with God, my son.
Oh,
Um,
man.
No, my friend, mi amigo, is my
Mi
friend.
amigo, my friend.
Yeah. Not
I will
Diego.
say, I told you guys about hip hop. Was it Hip Hop Evolution, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Have you watched it yet?
No.
I have watched the crap out of that.
Have you?
Yeah, I watched it when we were talking about it the last time.
Nice. No, I
Mhm.
haven't seen it yet because, well, brother, this is the first screen I've looked at that isn't my computer screen,
Mhm.
which is kind of funny because it's on a computer.
It is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm on my computer.
We know.
I am as well.
It is so good
It's
to see
great.
your face. And I didn't know your chair rocks.
Hmm?
Mine does, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mine doesn't. I'm on my couch.
Write that down. Mine doesn't.
I'm on my couch.
Couch for the win, baby. But I got my microphone set up, so that's always a nice thing.
Yeah, is that what the pop thing is, right? Right
Yeah,
up
you
there?
can see just the little bit of the pop filter
screen?
sticking down. Yeah.
I like it.
So-
I like it. And Alex,
I don't have
you're
a
just
pop filter.
chomping nice. You have a mic
I'm not
somewhere in
eating
that house.
Yeah, totes.
Say what?
Totes,
It's in a tote, yeah. Or totally.
probably. Yeah, both. My man. We're all professional here. I'm just saying.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a nice underglow, bud. I like it.
Straight.
Thanks. It
professional.
really,
Yeah.
It looks good.
Looks good. Oh. Sorry, fellas. I'm tired.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Makes you feel better. I'm feeling it too.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel any better, homie.
You want to see a $200 roll of duct tape?
What? A $200
Sure.
roll of duct tape.
It's a $200 roll of duct tape
Why?
because of one word. Nuclear.
What?
What in the world?
Nuclear grade duct tape, man. It's a thing.
Nuclear. So what does that do? Does that hold in the core or something? Like,
Essentially.
Hold on,
You seen them?
fellas. Here, hold it right there, and I'll stick it up, and it will be good to go.
Yeah.
No, like
So
what?
basically, it's all about the stuff that's in it. Normal duct tape has like chlorides actually in the tape itself, and this stuff doesn't. So we can use it for different cleanliness controls.
Because of
But
chlorides.
yeah,
Yeah. So can you quarantine in that stuff?
I've tried. So,
It is a
but
bright shade of red too, man.
oh yeah, man, that's great. Yeah,
Gee whiz.
this stuff's tougher than all get out. You guys have seen like Gorilla Tape before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff is worse. Once you get it on, it ain't coming off.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Want to see me put it across my eyebrows?
You're gonna lose more than your eyebrows.
Yeah, probably.
Take off a layer of skin while you're at it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, probably. I don't know. I'd try it at least once.
Don't do it.
Okay, I'll do it
Oh,
off camera.
that reminds me. That's another show I saw a while back, actually.
Oh.
It was last year. Did you guys watch? It was on. Well, actually, do either guys still have HBO?
Ah, that's a big negatory, Ghost Rider.
Okay. Do either you guys watch Chernobyl?
I watched a few episodes of it, really enjoyed it, and then I got sidetracked by something else, and then my HBO ran out.
Mm.
But yeah, Chernobyl was solid
I watched it.
and
I had a
scary.
buddy. I had a buddy
Holy
that
cow!
that let me watch it, and I just remember like my jaw hitting the floor at how good it was.
I know, man. If any of that was like actual or real, that's disturbing.
Mm.
Man,
Oh, the stories I could tell you guys.
which you can't.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
But man, holy cow, that show.
Maybe off of Twitch.
Another time.
Yeah. So my son Luke loves that we named our children after Star Wars characters. My daughter Chewbacca, not so much.
Uh,
All right, that one's good.
that's like the Paris and quarantine one. That one was also pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paris in quarantine.
Along the same lines, where
Yeah.
where they were conceived.
Oh,
Yeah, that one was good.
People said I'd never get over my
My wife
obsession with.
seems to think that that's the tape that you need when someone pees in the reactor.
Somebody's been listening to back episodes.
That was my wife.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
we gotta catch up to all the shenanigans.
Dude, the shenanigans are where it's at. I am so looking forward to going back to a boat for shenanigans.
Yeah,
Not even gonna lie.
down to.
Post Malone has canceled his tour. Does this now make him postpone Malone?
Okay, I like it. Alright.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Last one for me. Ready?
All right.
Okay.
Guess who I bumped into on my way to get my glasses fixed?
Who?
Everybody.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody.
All right. Speaking of cats, Dad, can you put the cat out? I didn't know it was on fire.
Oh, that poor cat. How many cats did we have growing up?
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
I mean, I don't count Grandma and Grandpa Malik's.
No, we had
So,
Pumpkin.
peanut butter and jelly over there.
We had Pumpkin,
We had Pumpkin, right? Pumpkin had
and
babies.
then her kittens, whatever that. How many? I think she had four, three. I think it was four.
I
I
just
don't know.
remember
What?
Bo. She was all white with a gray, like, marking on her
I don't
forehead.
remember Bo because I remember the kittens ended up on the Bill farm.
Yeah, I ended up taking them up to the dairy farm.
No kidding.
Yeah, the actual farm, not like we're take the cats to the
To the
farm,
farm.
huh?
Take it
The
to the farm.
Yeah,
farm upstate.
yeah. No, they actually went to the farm, and then we went to training, and then we got Al, um, Albert Eugene Cat,
That's
or
right.
Al E. Period Cat,
That's right.
um, and then a little while after that, Dad brought home Peekaboo from the Humane Society.
And then left immediately to go on a trip.
Yep. So we were stuck with two male cats, adult male cats, adjusting to one another in the house.
I do not remember Peekaboo. Why do
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, he
not
was a
remember Peekaboo?
he was a black cat with a white spot on his chest.
He was a tuxedo.
Mm-hmm. And then Al was white with brown spots. He had a brown spot on his butt, and he had a goatee.
I do
Um,
remember Al because of the goatee. Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
So, and then they got out while we were in Georgia. Um,
They didn't
they
make
were
they
on the
didn't
back
make one
porch
of the
because they'd gotten
moves
fleas, and then
from
they
the
got out from
house.
the back porch, and we never could get them back. So,
That was in Georgia.
yeah. And then we didn't have any other cats after that. So I think three,
Three that. Yeah, okay, I got you.
yeah, that we had.
I got you.
I remember those cats really well though, only because when we used to drive. Alex, do you remember that when
Mm-hmm.
I first got my license? Mom and Dad were like, "Oh yeah, no, you guys take the cats and you're gonna drive them up to camp." Okay.
Yeah.
Peekaboo didn't like to drive in the car.
No, he thought we were taking him back. He didn't want to go back.
Poor kitty.
He whined like he sounded like a dying animal
Poor
on the
kitty.
entire drive. Yeah, it was rough.
Oh,
So
well,
it's bad.
there you go.
Yeah. But Al wasn't too bad. He was a good cat. So, good times. Good times.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got one or two, Alex?
I would have to verify real quick.
Go make sure they're still there.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
dog
can-
ear the pages,
That's right.
so
Oh,
that I know. Yeah. I strung all my watches together to make a belt. It was a waste of time. Where was the other one?
Oh, that got nothing out of Greg. I don't even think he heard it.
No.
Uh, uh,
It was a waste of time,
Yeah,
Greg.
it's punchlines. Just keep giving the punchline. Just punchline.
It was a
Uh,
waste of time.
what's waste of time? It's a waste of time.
It was a waste of time.
What is the best way to watch a fly fishing tournament?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Live stream.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Haha, haha, haha.
What happened to the pirate who couldn't pee?
Oh no.
He became irate. There's no P.
Yeah,
That-
that would mess with me
that's-
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I saved that one. I'm sorry.
It's a good dad joke.
Mm-hmm. He became irate.
Nice.
Want to hear a good joke about paper?
Sure.
Never mind, it's terrible.
So you can rip it in half. Yeah. It's funny because it's true.
It's funny because it's true.
Puts the lotion on the skin.
Oh no.
How can you tell if a woman is wearing pantyhose?
Oh no.
Family friendly.
It's family friendly.
Okay.
If she farts, her ankles swell.
Okay.
I told you. Family friendly.
It is family friendly.
You got donuts.
Did you ever try to jump into the pool as a kid with those little floaties around your ankles? Thinking you could, like, stay above the water?
And then you.
Yep.
You're kind of.
Like and they're just like, no.
If I just bend my knees.
Oh, I've tried to do that as an adult. It still doesn't work.
Well, sometimes you just get bored of swimming.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, family friendly.
It's all good.
Gosh. Well, boys,
Yep.
stay
Yep.
safe this week.
Oh, absolutely, man. You too.
With
Wash your
all
hands
the-
and say your prayers.
Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands.
Wash
I
your
carry hand
hands.
sanitizer on me now.
Hand sanitizer?
Yeah, them students is nasty.
Yeah, well.
Stuff's worth money. Sell it.
Yep. Make it yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or you gotta do that too.
Yep.
2 parts, 80% rubbing alcohol. Part aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
It works.
It's the stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you hanging out with us for this fantastic, well, it's fantastic to us because we're still smiling.
Always.
The time that we get to spend together, we love these moments because we don't get them very often. And so when we do get them, we cherish them. And so, fellas, thank you for spending the time tonight.
Always.
Family, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm going to do my very best to try and get the audio up a little bit sooner this week. Again, craziness happens. So, but the video I should be able to post tonight on YouTube. Alex always has to pull out his jigs. That's a fishing term, y'all. But you can catch us on YouTube, on our YouTube channel at Brothers in Arms Podcast. You can also find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms Podcast. And you can find us on Twitter at
Your BIA podcast.
Thank you very much, Alex. Your BIA Podcast. So
Your BIA podcast.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So we are your brothers in arms. Thank you again. Thank you for hanging out with us. And this is episode 21. We look forward to spending more time with you next week. So as Greg has already said, y'all be safe. Do what you can. Be social but distant. And check in on each other because it's very important during these days. So
Wash your hands.
wash your hands. Wash your hands. So, all right, guys. I love you.
Love you
Love
too.
you too, man.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.